In this video, I'm going to share with you how to be a great coach and mentor. And these are strategies that you can use to help your clients soar. First, in this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my background and my story and how I kind of approached coaching all wrong in the beginning and then how I turned it around. And then I'm going to get into my strategies to help your clients evolve and expand and prosper. Let's go. When I started my coaching and consulting practice almost 15 years ago, I did it from a place of wanting to save people. I did it from a place of trying to be the hero to my clients, to have all of the answers and to give them everything and exactly what they needed in every moment. That was a recipe for disaster. First of all, it put me in the position of having to always have all the answers, which I never did. It's impossible to. And it also disempowered my clients. It didn't help them rise up. It's the quintessential give a man a fish or teach a man to fish. I was trying to give my clients all the fishes all the time. Anyways, the point is that I learned the hard way by having many actual breakdowns with clients. I had situations where I went from being the hero to being the villain really, really quick. And so I had to learn a better way to lead and to coach. So I did. I started to learn from several mentors how to empower my clients, how to lift them up and teach them to find their own answers rather than always looking to me to provide the solutions. Here are the strategies that I learned and have developed along the way. And I'm going to have little symbols for each of these strategies, all right? So the first strategy is the circle for my clients are whole, complete, and perfect already. In the beginning, when I was struggling, I was seeing my clients as broken and needing me to fix them. By shifting my perspective to my clients are whole, complete, and perfect, I was able to relate to them in a new way, as a person who didn't need me, but rather was looking to me as a guide, as a helper, as a mentor, as a leader, not as a hero or a savior. The second strategy was to understand the upward spiral, that there is a constant unfolding of who they're becoming. And that in every scenario where they're struggling, they have the opportunity to pull themselves up higher. And that each challenge that they faced was not a problem or a breakdown or something for me to fix, but rather an opportunity for them to move up and up and up towards their highest self. And if I did the thing for them, if I tried to save them, then I was taking away their opportunity to evolve and grow. The third thing I learned is that they needed to feel all the feelings, not just the happy feelings. When I started out, I felt like if my clients were having bad feelings, then somehow that reflected on me, that I wasn't doing a good job. What I've learned instead is that these quote unquote bad feelings are indicators. They're indicators of sources of new power for my clients. When people feel discomfort and they don't run away from it, or I don't try to fix it or save them from it, then they have an opportunity to grow and expand and learn something new. Now, before I move on to the final 3 strategies, I do want to take the opportunity to invite you to subscribe to my channel, maybe even click that alert button so you'll know whenever I drop a new video. And also, if you like this video, please click the like button. And I would love to hear from you, so shoot me a comment below. The fourth strategy that I learned, and this was probably one of the hardest ones, if not the hardest one, was instead of providing answers, to ask really great questions. Sometimes we think about it as a little bit frustrating when we want somebody to give us the answers and all they do is ask questions. But in my experience, when we ask really great questions, we can dig much, much deeper into someone's own solutions and empowerment. I know that I had a mentor for many years. I've talked about him a lot on my videos, Jake Merriman. And it was infuriating sometimes, but I always went back for more because his questions were so good. I think it was Tony Robbins that said that the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of the questions that we ask. Now, I've taken this into my group coaching Also, most of my group coaching program is me posing really profound and important questions to people and letting them come up with the answers to those questions and then share them in a group format. So I'm a big, big believer in learning to ask powerful questions. So for example, what that could look like in the work that I do with clients, a lot of we work on is how to market and promote their services, how to get more people interested in what they're offering so that they can sell more, right? Well, a question that people will often ask me is, will this marketing strategy work? What do you think? If I do YouTube marketing, will it work? And I often turn that question around, elevate the question and said, I have a question back for you. Is this a strategy that you will enjoy, that you will feel fulfilled by, that you will get pleasure from? Is this a strategy that you will feel good about, that you will put positive energy into? I remember that the energy from which we create guides and determines the energy of the creation. That's a quote from one of my mentors, Nani Leah Diamond. And so I remind them of that and then ask, is this energy rich for you? Is the idea of creating these YouTube videos or writing these emails or doing these blog posts or posting on Instagram, is that energy rich for you? And right away, if they say, yeah, it is, then they know that they've come up with an answer that is from themselves, from their internal inner knowing. But if they say no, then that's an answer too. Like, actually, no, I really hate the idea of doing that. It's like, well, let's keep looking then. Let's find something else. So a really good question, when you see that person, when you know them, when you see them as whole, complete, and perfect and evolving towards their higher self, and you know that discomfort is in the direction of the things that we don't want to create more of, then you can ask really good questions. And that is the absolute most vital thing I think you can do as a great mentor. Number 5 is to raise the bar, which means to call your clients to a higher standard. For example, in the example I made earlier, right, I could raise the bar by saying, well, is the way that you want to do business from a place of resentment and from not enjoyment and energy poor? Or do you want to raise the bar on your life and on your business and do things from joy and fulfillment? So by raising the bar for clients, asking great questions and raising the standards that they're using in their own life to make decisions, you can really help them elevate and evolve without making decisions for them. And then finally, one of the things that I spend a lot of my time doing is helping them with language. Words create world. When we say things like, I can't, I'm not good enough, I can't afford something, we are creating that reality. We are actually not only speaking the words, but we're also listening to those words at the same time that we speak them. In essence, hypnotizing ourselves with beliefs through our language. So one of the most valuable things we can do as a coach is to listen deeply to the language that someone is using and help them to identify the beliefs that are underneath the language. I'll give you an example of this. One of the words that I watch out for like a hawk is the word but. The word but implies that there is an either or proposition. So for example, client comes to me and says, I really want to love what I do and I really want to pursue this thing that I'm passionate about, but I also need to make money. Right away, when people say that, I know that underneath that statement is a belief that you can't do what you love to do and make money at the same time. So I call that forward and I let them see what they just said. Did you realize what you just said? Here's what you said. You said you want to do this, but you want that. You are seeing these two things as exclusive. Is that really true? So I challenge their assumptions, I challenge their beliefs, and invite them to create a new belief and a new reality. Well, maybe it is possible to do what I love and make money doing it. All right, so let's change the language. Let's start using the word and instead. I hope that you found this video helpful and inspiring and supportive. If you're looking to build or grow your coaching business and make it so that it's energy rich, joyful, and that your clients feel empowered and get great results, let's connect. You can book a time with me at superstardiscoverycall.com or just click on that link below in the description.